What's going on, guys? Satchy is here, and this is episode 15 of my Road to Division 1 series. So to begin this episode, we are just selling off some squad players that we're not going to play anymore, and I want to kind of build up some coins from them and hopefully buy a really good player, hopefully in the next episode if we get enough coins for him. So this is being uploaded today instead of tomorrow because I've been having editing issues with the Randomers episode 4. It has a face cam in it, and I've been having some issues editing it and saving it, so I'm going to try and get that uploaded for you guys tomorrow. It's really a piss take. I'm going to try and use a different editing software because it's really annoying. But anyways, on to this episode. We came up against well, a silver team, a non-rare silver team. It was kind of weird. I didn't really expect this. It's a Spanish team as well. I kind of didn't really think that this was going to be that hard of a game considering the team he's got. We did nearly score there with Hernandez. I can't actually believe that didn't go in. It was very close on the 33rd minute. And I did title this episode something about noobs. I'm not sure like the proper title, but this is going to show why it's got noobs in the title. Look at this. Like, literally, are you stupid? Now, sometimes I do that accidentally because I keep pressing X to skip the replay. I don't know if he did it there. But if it wasn't that, then he is an utter noob for doing that. You just don't do it because so many goals are conceded from doing it. And guess what? He does it again. Not once. No, not once, but twice. And then we went 2-0 up. And that was pretty much game over already. Because, well, basically, he's a noob. You do it once, okay, I'll let you off. But if you do it twice, you're a bit of an idiot, I'm not going to lie. But we were not done yet. Before half-time, a decent cross. It comes out to Valencia, and a really nice finesse shot. And a nice celebration as well to make it 3-0 at half-time. We were playing actually really good football. So I was kind of pleased about that. But I'm not surprised his team wasn't that good. And, you know, we were going to get an easy 3 points. So, looking at the stats, it was actually looking like fairly even. But, anyways, in the second half, he does it again. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? He does it 3 times in a row. Well, 3 of the 4 goals. 3 of the 4 flipping goals were from this. And I'm sorry, he's a noob. It's simple as that. He's a noob. He's a bit of an idiot. For some reason, I don't know what my defence were doing there. I just completely turned off for a minute. And he did get a goal, but we were not done with the scoring there. Sturridge got through, and a really lovely finesse shot. I was so pleased with that goal. It looked lovely. Even on the, well, don't show the replay, but the replay looked really good on it. But we were 5-1 up, and then he got another goal. I'm not sure if that was deflected or not, I'm not sure, but it was 5-2 in the end. A fairly comfortable win, I'm not going to lie. Sturridge getting man in the match. You know, he's playing really well for me, and that finesse shot for the 5th goal was actually a beauty of a goal. I was really impressed with that. And the stats show it was actually a fairly even game. I was kind of surprised looking at the stats that it was that even, really, but nonetheless, we got the win. It felt a lot easier than it was, but nonetheless, like I said, you know, just getting the win is the main thing. So Valencia did get injured, but I did decide to use a healing card on him because I wanted to keep playing him. So we did actually switch him out, and then we switched him back in. Just, well, for this game, I kind of wanted to play Valencia again. He played really well in that last match and did score. So we came up against this, I don't know, let's call it a sweaty BPL team. There is a few high-rated players in there, but it is pretty much a sweat team. It's really good. And I know this was going to be difficult, especially when he took the lead very, very luckily, I've got to say. It came off the head of Zacko, who was not in my good books, just to say pretty much. But we did get a penalty right there with, I think it was Hernandez, I'm not sure. But it was a blatant tackle. And, you know, I was really glad that we could get the penalty and have the chance to get back in this match. Really good feet from Hernandez. He's got great dribbling. And we did have Hernandez take the penalty, and as per usual, we do score. Like, I swear we have like a penalty in every episode, but I keep on scoring them. I know exactly where to put it because the keeper will not be able to save it unless he stands in that position. And then Sturridge with a really nice finish. This guy really is a good finisher. And then he does that little dance right there. So we're 2-1 up. You know, very early on in the game as well. 3 goals very early on. But again, Sturridge gets through there and then he scores for him. So he scored for us and then scores for him. And you can see why he is an OP player. But then Sturridge gets the ball again and we had to sweat it. I'm sorry. You know, when I actually was playing the game, I actually wanted to apologise. I shouldn't be really sweating, but we want to win the game, and it was 45th minute. So we did have the lead at half-time. If you look at the stats, we were actually dominating. It didn't really feel like we were dominating. It's kind of weird. The last game, I really felt we were dominating, but we technically wasn't, according to the stats, obviously. So we went close there, and then Sturridge got through, and I actually completely failed there. Even though we scored, I kind of failed because I actually wanted to shoot, but then I accidentally pressed X for some reason, and Hernandez just slotted it in. I'm being legit as well. I actually did do that. I didn't actually mean to sweat it, but nonetheless, you know, it was actually a really good finish. And here we go. We've got another noob. Oh, whoops! In the end, there we go. 5-2. 5-2 again as well. In the first match, it was 5-2. And in the second match, it was 5-2, Sturridge scoring again. But the second noob in a row doing the flipping pass from the kickoff. It kind of annoys me, but it just makes it easier for me to win games, pretty much. We did, unfortunately, get a red card here for Sacco. He didn't really have a good game. He had the kind of like own goal earlier in the match, and then he got a red card. I don't know why I put in that challenge when I was 5-2 up. Sturridge again getting the man of the match twice in a row, and we just played 2 noobs pretty much. You just don't pass from the back, and that is my tip of the day pretty much. We actually just demolished him in that game. You know, possession wise, shot wise, goal wise, we demolished him. So 2 wins in this episode, 2 wins in a row, and you know, we were looking very good. You know, pretty much just had over half the points, and we were halfway through the division. So we were on course for that Division 7 title. So, you know, we had to make a few changes. We had to take Sacco out. We decided to take a couple of other players out, obviously for fitness. And, you know, after a couple wins, I was hoping that we could actually get another noob, and then it would be another easy match. So we came up against this guy, and he had a sweat team, pretty much a sweaty Serie A team with Bibiani, Ibarbo, to name a couple of sweaty players. But then we did get through a lovely bit of football there, and Kagawa unfortunately hit the post really early on. But nonetheless, we had a beautiful goal right here. Beautiful passing, one-touch stuff, and then we did slot that home, and we did do a bit of a twerk to celebrate with Hernandez. That twerking animation is a bit fucked up, I'm not going to lie. But then his defence just went mad for some reason. Retards, pretty much. And then Sturridge scores again. And, oh, whoops. I'm doing the twerking dance again. I just can't help myself in this game. I just love twerking. But, yeah, that was not done because then Ibarbo scored. And we all know about Ibarbo. He's pretty much the Sturridge of the Serie A, you could say. He's just overpowered as shit. And when he gets through on goal like that, he's not going to miss. But we were not done. It was 2-1. Crosses in, and eventually we get the rebounds and we make it 3-1. Oh, what we're going to do? Oh, we're going to do the twerking dance again. I don't know why I kept doing it. I don't know if I kind of wanted to piss off the guy, but it was quite funny. But yeah, there was plenty of crosses in this match actually. And then El Shaarawy with a really weird headed goal. Like, it hit the bar and then went in and then bounced out. It was quite weird. But I would be buzzing if I scored that. It looks like a really good animation when it goes in. But this game was full of goals, and then we had to sweat it for the second time in this episode. Sturridge scoring again. Like, how many goals has he scored in this episode? There's actually been loads of goals. So far we've scored 14 in this episode, which is mad. But we did deserve the lead, clearly. We were playing actually really good football. This is actually probably the best I've felt with a team, and we did make it 5-2 there with a cheeky little chip. And it just got over the line before the defender cleared it. So we were 5-2 up again. Was we going to win 5-2 3 games in a row, that would have been really weird. But no, Ibarbo came up and scored because he is Ibarbo on FIFA and he's just a massive beast. So 5-3, and I was kind of worried actually that he was going to get back into the match because he has got Ibarbo, I'll keep saying it. But he did make it 5-4, so it was a little jittery towards the end, but then we did get another penalty in this episode right there. Kagawa just getting to the ball before Caceres, and it's a clear penalty. And we did get Hernandez to take it, and where were we going to put it? Oh, really? Because I put it in the same place like every time because it always works. Look, we pretty much put it in the same place, just to the right of the middle of the goal. The goalkeeper literally has no chance of saving it if he stands in the middle. So we did win 6-4. So we did actually go flawless in this episode. We won 3 games, played 3 games, won 3 games. Simple as that. And we scored 16 goals in that. That's ridiculous. Our defence was actually pretty shit though. We did let 8 goals in this episode. But nonetheless, we got the 3 wins. It doesn't matter then, as long as we get the wins. So the stats show we dominated them. So that is it for the episode, guys. I do hope you enjoyed watching. Sorry about the delays with some videos. It's been a really busy week and some editing problems. So please leave a like and subscribe, and I'm going to see you in the next episode, guys. Later.